Welcome back to Windsor and Couture, where we explore the way fashion becomes history. Tonight, we step into the world of Melania Trump, a woman who, whether you admire her or critique her, has always known the power of image. From her early years as a model in Europe to her role as America's First Lady, Melania has transformed fashion into a language of elegance, control, and sometimes controversy. Her wardrobe is never accidental. Every gown, coat, and stiletto tells a story about diplomacy, about influence, and about a woman determined to stand out in the spotlight. This is not just a style journey, it's a portrait of how clothes can define legacy. Number 1. From runway to reality. Melania began her career in the 1990s modeling in Milan, Paris, and later New York. Those years taught her the mechanics of fashion, how a fabric drapes under light, how a high collar frames the face, and how to hold a camera's gaze. She learned discipline, how to let the outfit speak while the wearer remains calm and composed. This training gave her an advantage no first lady before her had. She was already fluent in couture. By the time she entered the White House, she understood better than anyone how to make clothing work as both art and armor. Number 2. Campaign cool. During the 2016 campaign, Melania presented herself with quiet glamour. While Donald Trump leaned into bold showmanship, she counterbalanced him with restraint. Tailored Ralph Lauren jumpsuits, crisp white shirting, and monochrome ensembles became her unofficial uniform. She rarely wore prints, and instead favored structured silhouettes that communicated stability. Her campaign wardrobe reassured voters by projecting discipline and composure. She became the calm eye of the storm. Number 3. Inauguration elegance. Her official debut as First Lady came in January 2017 at the presidential inauguration. Dressed in a pale blue Ralph Lauren ensemble with matching gloves, she immediately drew comparisons to Jacqueline Kennedy. The clean tailoring, high neckline, and soft pastel color said, respectful of tradition, but making her own statement. The world took notice. It was the moment she shifted from political spouse to fashion icon. For many, it became one of the most memorable inauguration looks in modern history, timeless, American, and yet distinctly Melania. Number 4. The coat obsession. If one piece defines her style, it is the statement coat. Throughout her White House years, Melania used coats not as accessories, but as full outfits. She draped them across her shoulders in true runway fashion, or cinched them tight at the waist for military precision. Dolce & Gabbana floral coats, Dior trenches, Michael Kors tailored lines. Each coat became a headline. Outdoor ceremonies and airport arrivals became her runway. In photos, these coats framed her figure like armor, commanding attention without a word. For Melania, the coat was not protection from the cold, it was her crown. Number 5. State visit showpieces. On the global stage, Melania mastered the art of fashion diplomacy. In the UK, she stunned in a bright yellow Carolina Herrera gown at Windsor Castle, complete with a purple sash, a bold contrast against the jewel-heavy royals. At Buckingham Palace, she wore custom Dior haute couture in pale tones, balancing respect for British tradition with couture polish. Each choice was deliberate, sometimes nodding to the host country, sometimes asserting her own fashion authority. These visits proved her understanding that clothes outlive speeches. The photographs become history. And Melania always dressed to be remembered. Number 6. The heel statement. No Melania-style journey is complete without her heels. She rarely stepped out without towering stilettos, most often Christian Louboutins with their unmistakable red soles. They added height, drama, and a flash of glamour that followed her everywhere, from White House lawns to international tarmacs. The stiletto became part of her brand. Unapologetically high fashion, deliberately impractical, and instantly recognizable. They said, elegance is not about blending in, it's about rising above. Number 7. Controversy in couture. Not every choice was celebrated. In 2018, Melania wore a Zara jacket with the words, "I really don't care, do you?" while visiting immigrant children at the border. The image sparked outrage and endless analysis. Was it careless? Was it a deliberate message? We may never know, but the impact was undeniable. That moment proved the double edge of fashion. The same power that elevates can also divide. For Melania, even mistakes became part of her legend because they reinforced one truth: her clothes always spoke louder than her words. Number 8. Beauty as the finishing touch. Melania's approach to hair and makeup mirrored her wardrobe: precise, polished, and never chaotic. She favored smooth blowouts, sleek buns, and softly waved hair that framed her face without overpowering her jewels. Makeup emphasized definition: liner to sharpen the eyes, bronzer for contour, and a nude or soft pink lip. The effect was consistent across her public appearances: luminous under cameras, camera-ready in all lights. She didn't chase trends, she perfected timeless polish. Number 9. Post-White House chic. Even after leaving Washington, Melania has not disappeared from the fashion conversation. Private appearances and paparazzi photos show her continuing love for tailored coats, structured dresses, and luxury accessories. She remains a figure of old Hollywood glamour, always curated, never casual. Unlike other first ladies who leaned into relatability, Melania has doubled down on exclusivity. Number 10. The legacy of Melania's wardrobe. Looking back, Melania's style was never about accessibility. She didn't aim to be every woman. Instead, she carved out a space that was unapologetically elite, precise, and often polarizing. Her wardrobe was less about reflecting the people and more about projecting control. Love her or not, she leaves behind one of the most visually striking first lady fashion legacies in modern history. In her coats, gowns, and heels, we see a woman who turned the spotlight into her stage and used fashion not to soften herself, but to sharpen her image. Melania Trump's style journey shows us the dual power of fashion. It can elevate, inspire, and enchant, but it can also provoke and divide. From icy-blue inaugural elegance to the fiery yellow gown at Windsor, from disciplined coats to red-soled heels, she mastered fashion as both shield and sword. And perhaps that is her most enduring lesson. Chic is not about pleasing everyone. Chic is about owning the spotlight on your own terms. Thanks for watching Windsor and Couture, your guide to elegance decoded. Which of Melania's fashion moments stands out most to you? The Jackie Kennedy tribute at the inauguration, the Windsor State visit, or her endless parade of couture coats? Tell us in the comments. I'll reply with affordable alternatives and styling tips so you can borrow a touch of her impact. If this journey entertained you, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And join us next time as we explore another royal or political icon rewriting the rules of fashion diplomacy. Until then, keep your heels high, your coats sharp, and your elegance timeless.